will send it.
Yes, Kevin, here with...
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball.
We're seeing the Clippers unable to defend against Kobe.
13 points, and he has 1 steal to his credit as well.
But he's done a better job than the numbers indicate, really. I think he's been really sound defensively, and he's helped his club.
The Lakers with the ball. The lead is 2. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one, and that game will kick off a 4-game homestand.
And I would think a lot of attention will be focused on that Orlando contest.
So for the Lakers right now, Lin and Kobe are your 1 and your 2. Gasol and Bynum in the middle. And it's Barnes in at the 3 spot. Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Kobe Bryant certainly had a unique childhood, spending time in Italy where his father played professional basketball. Kobe said, "Once I moved overseas, the game of basketball became my refuge. I developed a passion and relationship with the game. My grandfather used to tape games and mail them to me. It was special just to sit down and watch the game." Gentlemen, over to you.
He's always had that passion. Thanks, Doris.
I really think that's the area they want to work the ball into, and it takes passing like that to get it done.
Bynum with a screen on Crawford. Kobe passes to Bynum. Back to Bryant. Lakers working the ball around now. Gasol kicks to Lin. 6 to shoot. Inside to Gasol. The basket good off the assist from Lin. Lin's got 5 assists tonight.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break gave him a second win. He looks fresh.
Paul outside. Crawford outside. Rebound the Lakers. Gasol's got his 6th rebound on the night.
Well, Jamal Crawford has proven that no matter what role he plays, just call him buckets. He can flat out put the ball in the basket. You got to give him a lot of credit, though. He does change his game quite a bit depending on if he's coming off the bench or starting. I think that speaks to his IQ.
Pass to Griffin. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's on Andrew Bynum.
You know, it's interesting to look at the relationship between Blake Griffin and Chris Paul. Blake, the unquestioned top dog until CP3 arrived 3 seasons ago, and Paul, of course, such a vocal leader. I think it's taken them some time to find the balance in that dynamic.
And Griffin, you know, not quite as outspoken, doesn't get into teammates like Chris Paul does, but he is becoming more of a vocal leader, and that's a process, guys. It doesn't happen right away. He may focus more on encouragement rather than giving marching orders like CP3, but he is embracing that leadership role, which is a good sign.
And the Clippers call time here. And Doc Rivers said coming in, one of his goals was to help Griffin really solidify his standing as one of the league superstars along with CP3, with the emphasis certainly on defense.
Well, and I think Doc has accomplished that, and Griffin has accomplished that. He's gotten much better in terms of his offensive weapons, his defensive awareness, just his command of a double team when he sees that. And Griffin has become a true superstar, no doubt about it.
Here's Jordan from 13 feet. It goes down. Jordan's got 11.
Very clever passing. That was just beautifully done.
Outside, Lin. Bynum with a screen on Crawford. Lin dishes to Bynum. No luck. Clippers trail by 6. Here's Dudley. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 6 assists in the game.
Guys, they've had a solid start to the second half offensively. Gotten good looks, and they've made 3 out of 4 of them.
Lin against Paul. Bynum sets a screen for Lin. Nobody near Barnes. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
That's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Yeah, shoddy defense there. Far too slow to react on the closeouts.
Paul outside. Pass to Crawford. Fires at the elbow. Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got 7 rebounds in the game. Bynum with a screen on Crawford. Kobe, the pass to Bynum. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. J.J. Redick's checked in for Jamal Crawford. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Jordan Hill, he's checked in for Gasol. Green comes in for Harrison Barnes. Trevor Ariza's checked in for Kobe. And it's Farmar in for Jeremy Lin. Lakers leading by 7. Now Farmar. Right now averaging 7 points a game. Ariza has the open look. Cashes in for a double-digit lead. Ariza's got 5 points so far.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, if you just looked at assist as the measuring stick, they've been by far the better team. Maybe that'll ignite them. I mean, impossible not to get pumped up after that. At least I think that would be the case.
Well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are. Look at them. They are pumped up.
Yeah, they're geek.
That's what those alley-oops do, though.
And Green gets it to go.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the three-point line. That's 4 of the last 5. You got to run those guys off the line.
I agree, and the defense is practically giving them those shots, though.
Here's Griffin. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. Well, when you think of the great playmakers in league history, John Stockton per game averaged double-digit dimes. Think of this. For his career, 15,806 career assists. A record you knew right off would stand for a very long time.
And he wasn't really a flashy passer like a lot of the great playmakers you think of, but just always in control. Kind of an old-school game, but one that was tremendously successful over the course of his almost 2 decades with the Utah Jazz.
Here's Farmar, and there's another one for the Lakers.
Looked like the defense kind of backed off him, and he took advantage.
Here's Paul. Ways to get back into it, but they've got some time.
Key is to avoid mistakes and make each possession count.
Yeah, and I think the tendency can be to really rush or push the game a little bit. I think they need to avoid that.
And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. And the Clippers making a switch here. Hawes is checked in.
Getting to the stripe is something they've been doing a lot of in the second half, guys.
And when you're behind, I think that's a great strategy. Not only do you get easy points, but the clock stops as well.
Here's Farmar, and he gets it to go from the corner. Farmar's got 5 points so far. Clippers trail by 12. Los Angeles calls timeout.
You know, he just isn't pleased at all with the looks they've given up defensively inside. So I think this timeout is all about trying to get his group to tighten up defensively.
They just don't look very sharp to me on the defensive side.
It's stolen by Hill. Now here's Ariza. 5 points in the game. Pick up by Hill. Farmar gets to Ariza. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Davis. Paul outside to the paint. Count it, and the Laker lead has been cut down to 10 in the bucket for McDermott. McDermott's got his first bucket in this one. And Los Angeles guys shooting it very well tonight, around 57%.
Well, you know, Chris Paul has such an intelligence for the game. High IQ, and he's extremely competitive. He looks for every advantage he can get, whether it's 2-for-1s or looking to sell a call to the officials. He always appears to be driven to find that edge.
Boy, great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, it sure was. He made a beeline for the bucket as soon as they got the ball. Right away, straight to the rim.
Boy, beautiful assist. That's a couple of teammates clearly on the same page.
And there was a study using the new motion tracking camera, Steve, that I know that you're interested in, to look at every action on the court, every action, and it determined that the league's most impactful player, none other than Chris Paul.
Well, did we really need the cameras to figure that out?
Exactly. Yeah.
I think we've all been able to tell that Chris Paul has been one of the most efficient players in the NBA for years. He's always at the controls for his team. So poised, an incredible decision maker, and just figures out, whatever needs to be done to win the game.
Green against Davis. Back to Paul. And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here.
Kevin, let's see how the Clippers have performed over the last few weeks. First in free throw percentage, second in steals, and they also show up as a top 5 rebounding team.
And anytime you lead the league in free throw shooting, as you talked about, Clark, I mean, you can put a lot of pressure on the defense, and that's why this team has made a concerted effort to attack the rim and get to the line as often as possible.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Leaves it dishes to Farmar. Pick up by Hill. Knocked loose and stolen by Redick. Davis setting the pick for Paul. Outside, Davis. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one.
Great interplay there between those two teammates.
Ariza, right side. To the inside. Here's Snell. Lays it up and banks it in. Snell's got 4 points now in the quarter.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
Paul kicks to Redick. Here's Hawes, using his post move to get the 2 points. Here's Farmar. He's got 5. He feeds it to Snell. Pick up by Hill. Snell, the pass to Hill. Again, Los Angeles.
Very effective screen to set up the jumper. That was the key to that play.
Clippers trail by 12. The shot and game clock separated by 4. And it's Paul penetrating. Here's Redick. Ariza with the rebound. Ariza's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Snell kicks to Farmar. Free throw line jump shot. Passes it to Snell. It'll count. What a play! Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
That really could be a morale-crushing three-pointer, fellas. What a way to head into the fourth quarter.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Los Angeles on top, lead. The Clippers shooting 51% from the field. They'll take that. Dudley and Griffin, your small and power forwards. Crawford out there with J.J. Redick, and it's Jordan in at the 5 down low. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
Kobe dishes to Barnes. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Crawford. Dudley, the pass to Jordan.
Well, some really terrific numbers for Jordan. He's got 11 points, and he's come up with a couple of nice steals today, too.
Well, he's been playing a very energetic brand of defense, Clark. You got to love it. DeAndre Jordan has always had a knack for the incredible, and it usually manifests itself in his dunks or blocks. But last year, he committed himself more on the defensive end, and it really made a difference for him.
The shot. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Lakers.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
The other thing that's been huge for them is their points in the paint. They're getting the ball inside and converting on a regular basis.
Well, as far as the league's big men go, he's one of the very best at the foul line.
Griffin trying to get open. Was shot by Redick. No good. Lakers leading by 12. Barnes kicks to Lynn. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
And their interior defense getting exposed once again. How many open looks at the rim are they going to allow?
Redick for 3, and Bynum pulls it down. Bynum's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Well, he did have a 3-pointer in the first half, but so far here in the second, he's come up empty.
Gasol rejected by Griffin. Over in the corner, Dudley. Shot on the wing. And again, no good by the Clippers.
I thought he'd make that one. And that's his range, and the defense nowhere to be seen.
Gasol setting the pick for Bryant. Nobody near Barnes. And a miss there on the triple.
He's just been ice cold. I mean, he cannot find the range.
Gasol setting the pick for Bryant. Over in the corner, Barnes. That's good, and it's Kobe with the assist. And that's now 6 points for Barnes. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Now here's Redick, defended by Lin. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, the defender draped all over him.
Pretty plain and simple. Got him good there.
And the first one at the line is good.
Well, a good one here for Redick. He's got 8 points, and there's a nice number in his assist column as well.
Yeah, it is a nice number. He's taken it upon himself to really find his teammates and to get this offense going.
Gasol dishes to Lin. Kobe kicks to Lin. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Stolen by Dudley. Crawford against Land, and Crawford gets it to go on the assist by Dudley. 14 points for Jamal Crawford. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Gasol, a screen on Dudley. Barnes passes to Lin. And he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot. And the Lakers lead by 16.
The three-point shot has been a real weapon for them in the second half.
Yeah, they sure have gotten hot from it.
Oh, ridiculous. Tore it down that time. You know, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult while they're trailing.
Yeah, but still, you know what? A magnificent move to the rim.
Guys, look, I don't know what the score is. That's the play we're all going to remember from this game.
And here's Dudley for 3. Good. Dudley's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for Los Angeles.
Well, it's been a tale of 2 halves, hasn't it, guys? After a terrible first half, he's really picking it up.
Bynum sets a screen for Barnes. Outside, Lin, the 3. Can't get it to go. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. They get a hand on it. And now it's Lin running. He can go all the way. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
Well, now they've lost the starch in their shirt, guys. They're demoralized. A careless play to turn it over and then slow to get back on defense. Lethargic.
Yep, looks like their legs may have gotten a little heavy. I think the comeback bid at this point probably a little unrealistic.
That one's good. The Laker lead is cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Crawford. Crawford against Bryant. And the jumper from down low is good. Bryant's got 20.
You got to like his shot selection today. He set a good example for the rest of his teammates.
And here's Redick. Jordan with a screen on Lin. At the elbow, Griffin off the pick. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Well, he was boxed out, and when that happens, you know, some point you have to just turn and get back defensively. That time he went right over the top.
Yeah, but you go straight on the top of another player's back, that's going to be a foul call every time.
And the Clippers making a change here. Paul's checked in. Clippers trail by 12. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
Boy, just a brain cramp, guys. I mean, that should have been the simplest of exchanges.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. Bynum sets a screen for Lin. Bynum down low. He's guarded by Dudley. The shot's good from Bynum.
You know, they've been able to depend on his offense all game long, guys. He's drained a lot of shots out here.
And between now and the horn, Steve, the ball should be in his hands as much as possible if they want to continue to build this lead.
Count it, and the Laker lead has been cut down to just 12 points with the basket from Jordan. Lin against Paul. Lin dishes to Bynum. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Bynum's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
And giving up these easy chances is going to do wonders for their confidence.
Lakers leading by 12. Right side, Kobe. Again, Los Angeles.
Well, he's clearly feeling it, Clark, coming off that fantastic game last time out.
The Clippers have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. Jordan against Barnes. Here's Gasol, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. And the Lakers lead by 16.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
Man, it's not necessarily strategic, Clark. It's just a matter of playing with more heart. Got to play hard, guys.
Green is checked in for Barnes. Crawford kicks to Jordan. Crawford drives in, and so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And the defense looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Yeah, I like that. A foul to save the layup. Make him earn it at the line.
No good on that one. Good on the second free throw. Los Angeles leading by 15. Outside, Kobe. Outside for Gasol. And it's out of bounds. The Lakers able to retain possession here.
Well, that pass had just a little bit too much heat on it for him to make a clean steal.
Yeah, I think it would have been a tough catch for either of them.
And Bryant kicks to Gasol. Just 5 on the clock. That's good. And it's Kobe with the assist. And that's 12 points for Pau Gasol. And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
Yeah, defensively, some really good pressure being applied, though, so you've got to give credit there. It seems like they've been rattled a little bit.
Steve, you think they've been rattled?
Oh, they're rattled all right, and turnovers will kill you, especially with a team like this that can force turnovers and get out in transition.
Inside. Boom, he jams it straight down.
An example right there, guys, of how even as their lead grew into a big one, they never started coasting.
That's the truth. I mean, they've been in charge of this game all the way through.
On the wing, Jamal Crawford jacks up a 3, and Bynum pulls it down.
Such a solid performance for them inside. Their rebounding has been terrific.
Yeah, that's just one of the few things that have gone their way today.
And this is what they wanted, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. And I think it can be considered a statement win for Los Angeles.
The sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seemed.
Yeah, they sink one, Kevin, and then they do it again. It worked.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
And they'll be feeling that today's win makes things right after losing the first game of the year to this club.
And hard to say now how the final 2 games between them will play out, really. I mean, one thing's certain, though. They're going to be at each other's throats. We know that. This has become a very intense matchup.
And nobody really saw a performance like this coming. But it was a big-time game for Kobe Bryant. He was extremely efficient offensively, getting looks, knocking down big shots all game long. Well, their offense has kicked into gear, but it seems to have arrived a little bit too late.
And as a coach, that can really be frustrating. I mean, your guys were stumbling along for most of the game, and now, when it's basically over, they finally decide to come alive.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Crawford with the basket on the assist by Griffin.
It's a good thing he showed up today, because without him, this team would be in big trouble.
Gasol's in the post. Griffin on him. Gasol, no good. And here is Paul. Deep 2 from Crawford. Crawford missing again. From deep three-point range, and the miss. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. Not much to be critical of with this win, Clark.
Not at all. I mean, they showed up not just to play, they showed up to give great effort and to win, and they did both.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Gentlemen, I'm here with ball. And Pal, what's the mentality that you bring into a game to allow you to be at your most effective rhythm?
Oh, I just got to come out really aggressive, just trying to pound the board, just forget about the shots that I can miss, or if I don't get a certain amount of touches, I just got to be aggressive and I got to get in the paint. So that's how I'm most effective, and that's what gets me going too.
Well, you certainly got into a great rhythm, Pal. Thanks for the time. Guys, over to you.
Thank you, Doris, for that. And now for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan saying see you next time as we present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kobe Bryant.